it is the most Tyra drenched wording I've ever seen. Like it can only be her that said these words. Like the main character's name is Tookie de la Creme, and Tookie is Hi. Sorry. Again, we did exactly what we said we did, and it's been a few weeks. Sorry. But
hey, and you know what?
Yeah.
That's the life lesson in believing people when they tell you who they are the first
And we
time.
told you. And we told you. Honestly, I told you because it's my fault. I will say, I will claim this. This has been my fault. My sister is getting married, as a lot of people know. And it's like 2 days until the wedding as of recording this today. And up until today, I've had like no time because I had to like film a bunch of stuff. And I like filmed my Pokemon War Crimes video, which was the day that I was planning on recording with Heather a few days ago.
On location.
So it would have been up on Monday. Yeah, prime location.
On location.
On location in my middle school, yes. And with that,
so much.
I thought I was going to get done filming that day, like a lot earlier. But then I filmed from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. because I just needed to make sure every word was really well done. And with that, I'm happy with the product. And also in that, I screwed Heather over so hard. And I publicly apologize for not being able to do this sooner. But we're getting an episode, baby.
Here we are. Our Blake lives in 2 cities. Our Blake has 3 at least jobs and is going to a sister's wedding this weekend. We get it.
Right. In a lot of ways, it's an embarrassment of riches, but in a lot of ways, it's also like, sorry, whenever any slight wrench gets thrown into my life, I go off grid.
Well, and it's also that our Blake is like, has high standards, you know, like it is not like I'm just going to do a little and then call it a day. Like It is also that you deeply care about the videos that you make.
I do. I very do. That's true. That is true.
I very do.
I very do. So thank you for that, Heather. I appreciate it. And thank you for your patience always and being a wonderful co-host as always, who everybody adores here at Keep Me Young, which
right. Hey, welcome to Keep Me Young.
I am Blake.
And I'm Heather.
And this is your weekly-ish, will be more weekly as time goes on. Give us a few more weeks. Your weekly podcast of watching 2 millennials try to navigate their way into being and staying culturally relevant through pop culture, media, music, video games, entertainment, anything that comes up that week a lot online, I feel like. So very excited to be back in here and keeping ourselves culturally relevant again, considering how off the grid I've been.
Absolutely. But like deep on assignment almost. Like you're like an investigative journalist, like you're on assignment for a very particular culturally relevant thing.
Very in my like poke journalist era right now. Yeah.
Sure. And while you're doing journalism, I'm writing in my journal about my feelings. So
yes,
at least one of us knows what's happening on the internet. And I do try to sometimes scroll my millennial Instagram reels and figure out what's going on.
Absolutely. And Heather, I will say, is also in big travel mode lately, too. Heather's been in upstate New York, and then now they are in the middle of a car ride to Colorado, right? Or just got to Colorado?
I am like, I just crossed the border.
Nice.
And you know what? I pulled over at a rest stop that I have slept at before. And that's what this past year has been like.
And that's beautiful. And that's a beautiful thing.
Life
is cyclical like that. Yeah.
It is. But yeah, I decided to drive to Colorado. I like worked my ass off the first couple weeks of June and also April and May to just scoot around and make some money so that I could take the rest of June off and drive to my friend's wedding. And I'm going to like see some other friends along the way, and I'm going to get there early and go for a hike. I'm going to stay later and maybe go to some favorite places in Colorado and then drive back. But I love driving. I love it so much.
That is beautiful.
I sometimes like wonder if I should be a long haul trucker, because then I could like do it as a job. It's just
I
so
kind of like the,
chill.
yeah, and they actually pay okay if you're willing to like put in the hours. Like it's hard work, I guess, like in terms of like staying up and endurance and things like that.
For
But I've heard
sure.
the pay is actually quite good if you're willing to do it.
That's what I've heard too. It comes with insurance. Music sure doesn't.
Right? If you're like built for that
So
shit, you could have your own like Wi-Fi in your car.
catch me on a 18-wheeler next episode.
That honestly,
That's my next career pivot.
Heather, non-binary queer trucker, honestly feels like such an aesthetic. I think that would be beautiful.
Thank you so much, first of all. I
you're
also
welcome.
feel like I've seen a lot of that content where it's like Gen Z, like skipping college altogether, being like, y'all are chumps who did this and went into debt. I am an electrician. And it's like,
Yes.
there's no shortage of labor. It's just that like people aren't going to trade school. And like, it's this 22-year-old being like me and a whole bunch of people's dads at work being like a
that is the
concrete
funniest shit.
person or something.
I love it.
But
Kim Kardashian, no one wants to fucking work anymore. So now these ones are really standing out when they do.
Right. So now like a 23-year-old is an influencer like from being a plumber. Like
I know. I know. They're like, isn't
Gen Z's
this
gonna save
crazy?
us.
I'm like, everybody was a plumber before. That's so funny now. That like,
I know.
It's like
but
a rare thing to watch a day in the life of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, being
That's
hot
makes
in
difference.
a field of typically not as hot people like really can launch you, I will say.
Oh, absolutely. Did
From
you ever
personal
watch that show?
experience, of course.
Because there wasn't a single hot person in the performing arts or content creation. Not a single attractive person.
There's never been a slightly aesthetically palatable gay man in video games before. I'm the first.
And thank God you're here.
And will be the last, damn
God.
it. And I will make sure I'm the last. I'm gonna be like Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna be evil the second that somebody shows any bit of threat towards me. Yeah, and that is a threat. Every gay man is a threat to me.
To your house.
And that's called being an ally to myself.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Did you ever watch that show, Dirty Jobs?
I did a little bit. Yeah,
With
they were like,
Mike Rowe.
this job's the worst in the world. And then I can't imagine like that being your job and watching the show. Like I genuinely, okay, well, fuck me.
Right. Honestly. But then it was like a hot, charming guy, Mike Rowe, who did it. And then everyone's like, wait, maybe I do want to work on a dairy ranch.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've obviously in this part of the country in the middle passed some, not dairy, the other kind of cow.
Oh,
beef farms? What do they call them?
Beef farms. Yeah, I think that is called a beef farm, actually. Yeah.
Stinky. The stinkiest, stinkiest, and just like green pastures. And then like just where the cows are, it's all brown. Like it's all dirt shit. The cows are covered in it. Oh.
Yeah, I remember when you and I did a gig in Middlebury, Vermont, where like there was literally like days where the town smelled like shit, and we were like, "What's happening?" And then they're like, "Oh, the wind blew today." We're like, "What?" And like, yeah, so there's all these like cattle farms like a mile or two out, and when it's too windy, all the smell of that comes into town. Like that's the worst town lore I've ever heard in my life.
I had blocked out that memory. That is so true. Those were just dairy farms too. That wasn't like there were not nearly as many cows.
It wasn't the beefed out men just shitting everywhere.
The roided out
shitters. Good for them. Damn. Oh my God. Well, that definitely aged me when we were there. But Heather, what's keeping you young this week?
Hey, thanks so much. You know what? It's sort of a constellation of things. And it's the Las Culturistas Culture Awards because they're such a joke. Oh my God. They're so stupid and silly. But they've gotten onto like network television now. Like it's on Bravo. They used to just do it at like Lincoln Center outside in New York City. And now and also they have sold out for sure. And I'm happy for them. But the fact that it's like total middle finger to the awards show, like complex, but also they love it. Whatever. That Knicks in 5, the New York Knicks beautiful. Winning.
That is beautiful. Oh, yes. I will say on the Culture Awards, I will never shame. I'm kind of like, maybe I'm just like older and tired, but I will literally never like shame a gay person for selling out as long as it's not like selling out to the point of like shilling for super duper evil shit or like something like that. Like if they want to, If they want to sell their gayness, that's called like branding. Do it. Like, great.
Totally.
Like,
and
if you want to have Pikachu on your
it.
stage, if you want to have Pikachu on your stage, I think that's a victory that the Pokemon Company is allowing Pikachu on a really, really gay stage.
Absolutely. They sang Only Hope with Mandy Moore. They sang it with Mandy Moore. Like, that's just so crazy to me. And I know it's happened like over 2 decades almost now, but like, it's just so crazy. They are at the top now.
They're selling outright. And I think that's beautiful.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Nixon 5, the night that
Nixon
the
5,
Knicks
beautiful.
won. Oh my God. And Mom Donnie's speech and just like everyone out on the streets, everybody loving on each other in New York. The vibe in New York is so good right now.
I love how it's having this like Renaissance subplot under all this chaos that's happening in the world. It is the funniest thing in the world to me. I mean, I wish it was all going like how New York is going right now, but it is really funny that like the world is like crumbling and New York is just like sunshine rainbow town right now. It's crazy.
New York is clawing its way out of the gutter, being like, maybe we can set an example.
Yeah, we can be 80s New York again, like without the crime. Like we can be like the fun, cool place that's the haven that everyone grows from.
Oh my God. And then last but not least was the Rosalia concert, which I did not attend, but enough of my friends did that I kind of got to watch it through Instagram stories. Mm-hmm. And she wasn't really on my radar as much, but oh my God, what a fucking show.
Yeah, she's a fully encompassed artist.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that was an opera almost that happened. Like, oh, wow. Madison Square Garden has never looked better.
Amen.
From the viewpoint of me watching my friends' stories.
Yeah. And she was on Euphoria too, and she acted her ass off. It was great.
Oh, is that where she started?
No. She's been a music artist for like a while, but like she had like a cameo, but like more than a cameo because she was like a recurring character, like named for like multiple episodes of season 3 of Euphoria recently.
I see.
Yeah, she played a stripper who had like a neck brace on for like a lawsuit, and she had it on the whole time, and she was just like so funny and so good, and like she ate.
Wow, I'm this close to starting Euphoria.
I don't care what people say. It's a good watch. If you don't go in with any expectations and you're just along for the ride, it's a great watch. I don't care. I'm sorry.
I'm making my way through Girls, and I absolutely love it. I'm far enough
then you're
removed
training
from
yourself
it.
right then. Yeah.
Exactly. And I do think Sex and the City, I actually like got into Sex and the City for the first time in December on a gig. And I think I might like wait and pick it back up when I do that gig again with those people. I think that'd be cute.
Yeah.
But on my own, it's Girls. And then Euphoria is just like staring at me on the HBO Max screen being like, we're next. I'm like, I think you might be.
That's
just
deep.
be here all summer.
I understand that. I understand that completely.
Yeah. But speaking of young women from the early 2000s and then young women from the early 2020s, what's keeping you young?
Actually, it's another woman who was young in the early 2000s.
Hey.
So beautiful. What's keeping me young, Heather, this week is it's hard to say. I don't want to assume. I feel like this most likely has crossed your path. And if not, I'm so excited for you to experience this and for me to be here for you to experience it. So Tyra Banks, has had a little bit of a renaissance in the cultural talking points.
Not from necessarily her ice cream.
Yeah, because of her ice cream, of course. But because the documentary came out for America's Next Top Model. Mm-hmm. And now it's kind of just been like, then she recently like said something along the lines of like, they only used 15 minutes of her like 3-hour interview, things like that. I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of how documentaries work. But also she was like complaining about how it was like all taken out of context. And it seemed like she was saying stuff that was kind of hard to take out of context. But during that time, it got some people digging through Tyra's old stuff more because it just brought more attention. And one of the things that got brought up was Tyra Banks's young adult post-apocalyptic novel that she wrote in 2011 called Model Land.
Blake.
And do you know anything about this, Heather?
No, I don't. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Tell me everything.
First of all, I literally can't because it is 569 pages long. It talks about
time, Tyra.
It taught with what time? She was peak busy then. It had to be a ghostwriter, but it couldn't have been, because I've watched a YouTube video that's talking about all this and showing quotes from it. It is the most Tyra drenched wording I've ever seen. Like it can only be her that said these words. Like the main character's name is Tookie de la Creme, and Tookie is this like semi kind of ugly self-insert character of Tyra who gets selected in a freak incident to be part of the people that could potentially go to be in model land, where it's like a euphoric haven and everybody like is gorgeous. And among them, the most powerful of them are the 7. And then like, it's like these 7 models with different powers that don't necessarily have anything to do with modeling. They're just like superpowers for some reason. And all this shit goes down and all the writing is so garbage. And it's like, it's genuinely terrible. And there are YouTube videos that will explain it in full detail. There's so much of it I cannot remember. Besides the fact that her name is Tookie de la Creme, her mom's name is Creamy, so her mom's name is Creamy de la Creme. And then
illegal.
The worst part of all of this, and I'm sending this to you right now, Heather, is that Tyra, in a freak incident, I don't know why she did this, Tyra Banks made on her own a song for Model Land. And Heather, I'm not joking when I say nothing, and I mean nothing, can prepare you for the song you're about to hear. I'll play a clip of it on the stream. I'll put it into into this podcast episode. I'll edit it in, but you need to listen to it right now. At least the first 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm pressing play.
Hey, it's Tyra, me running in the NY street. Four chicks in green, and they all look at me. They all running for their life. Their beauty is in strife, running from this wasteland.
That sounds like when I open up Ableton and 3 things start playing at the same time, and I'm like, oh, that kind of hits, but it's not meant to be music at all.
No, it's I don't know what she was thinking. There is no rhythm. There is barely a melody. It's so bad. It's like it's trying to be a Philip Glass opera almost.
Yeah.
But fails so miserably and so desperately, and I'm obsessed with it. It is played in my brain.
On the floor.
Yeah. It is played in my brain nonstop. Hi, it's Tyra B, and we're in the New York streets with 4 chicks in green. And it's genuinely, it is the best thing that has ever crossed my path. And it is blown up on first Twitter and now TikTok. And it's so, I'm so glad this found a spotlight, because I had no idea. Even the videos, I watched a video on this book like a couple years ago, actually, ironically. And then it picked up again. I was like, oh, I remember this book being horrible. And then somebody unearthed the song, and I was like, why have I never heard this? It's genuinely, it is the most like performance art experimental thing I think I've ever heard. Like, I genuinely think that Yoko Ono could not have figured something out like this. Like, this is crazy.
It's right. It's like, you go to like a scary clown circus show in New Orleans that's like outside of an industrial warehouse, and like this music is playing while some naked people set themselves on fire or something. That's of what it's giving for me. Exactly.
Naked people setting themselves. It does feel ritualistic, right? Like, it feels like a ritual song in a weird way. Yeah.
Or like, I don't know why it sounds like it belongs in the series of unfortunate events. Like, there's that one book that takes place at a circus, and I feel like this is the music for that, because it's very sinister.
Yes,
it's sinister.
There's sinister undertones to it. I completely agree.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so excited to listen to that over and over and over again and tell all my friends about it.
It's been stuck in my brain like nonstop, and the TikToks on it are so good, of course. And it's like people just like, lip syncing it, but in the best way. So it's beautiful. It's very beautiful, and I love it. Anyway, so that's definitely what's keeping me young, because it's just been in constant loop in my brain. Yeah, it makes me really happy. The 4 chicks in green, we stand 4 chicks in green.
Who's she even talking about?
I don't know, Heather, because there's not a moment in the book where they talk about, from what I know, there's not a moment in the book where she talks about 4 chicks in green. There's a photo of Tyra in New York promoting the book with 4 chicks in green, and I don't know what they represent, though. Maybe they're the 7, but why would it be 4?
What? Tyra,
I don't really know.
What?
I haven't actually fully read the book. I've only just like listened to a very detailed synopsis of it. So if somebody in the comments has read it, first of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, if you can explain the 4 chicks in green, that would set my heart ablaze. So thank you.
Honestly, this makes me think like if Tyra was funky looking, we would have gotten much weirder art out of her. But she happened to be very mainstream beautiful. So
She really is gorgeous. But yeah.
Is and was, yeah. So like she went the mainstream route. But if she had like a funky tooth or like some goofy eyeballs on the side of her head, she would have been making nonstop sinister circus music. 100%. And I'm kind of sad we didn't get that.
Yeah.
She makes hot
100%.
ice cream. Like that's the same brain.
Yeah.
I want to know what else is in there.
Tyra's another one of those where it's like, whenever I see like tall gay men do whatever they want, I'm like, if you were 5'5", you'd be homeless. Sorry. Like you can't, you can only get away with this because you're hot and tall. Sorry.
Yeah. I know. I like to experiment in my head and run different realities of people in different bodies. And like, oh man, could you? I listened to it an episode of Amy Poehler's podcast with Robbie Hoffman, and Robbie Hoffman talked about like growing up in her body as like, I learned how to drive the car. Like the body was the car. Like I learned how to drive the car. I took it. I did a lot of maintenance. I took it in. I did a lot of repairs on it, and I drive the car pretty well. I don't think somebody else in this body could have driven it as well as I do, though.
Amen.
Just being like, I did absolutely the most with not a lot at all. Like,
absolutely. Oh my God. Speaking of driving the car, there is a fly in this room that is trying to get on my car body, and it's pissing me off. There's a fly that just landed. There's a fly that just landed on my forehead in that shot while you're telling that story that I know people are going to be like, ew, he's living in a pig pen. It's just a fly that won't leave me alone. It's one fly in this house, and it won't leave me alone. I think it's because I'm wearing a yellow shirt, and I look like a flower to him or something. I don't know why a fly would give a fuck about a flower, but whatever.
That's beautiful. I sent that
like, you look like
fly
shit.
so I could feel closer to you. It's like a voodoo doll fly.
Exactly. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Well, that's aging me right now is this fly. But what's also aging you, Heather?
Okay. One is it was something, and then I thought of something today that I added to it. The new thing is Spencer Pratt running for California governor.
Oh,
and it didn't even occur to me that it was the Spencer Pratt that it is. Because I was like, oh, didn't somebody in like pop culture have that name? Like that's such a familiar name from my past. Yeah, because it's Heidi's husband. What the fuck is happening?
A quick refresher, because I looked this up a few weeks ago, but he's from like a Real Housewives thing or Love Island thing. What is it?
A way long time ago. The Hills. The
Hills. That's what it is.
You remember that show?
Yes.
It was Laguna Beach. I don't know if he was on Laguna Beach. I don't remember. Even Laguna Beach was like, that felt like too old for me to watch. That was like, I was in like middle and high school. And then The Hills came on when a little bit later. And I sort of watched that more because it like centered around Elsie, who I find to be so attractive. Good. And her friend Heidi, I think they worked together. That sounds like I'm not making it up. I think that's right. And then Heidi was this awful the Kardashians' ex-husband who's really short. Like he's that kind of type. And honestly, they probably know each other. Just like douchey short. Also like Zach from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Just that type. He's like very punchable, but he's always going to fail upward. And now he has failed upward into running for office.
Such a joke. And of course it's right-wing lunatic world. It's not
100%. Of course.
Yeah. The reality television star to right-wing politician pipeline is astonishingly short, and I don't know why it's always right-wing. Like, I guess there's like already there's an innate ability to sell yourself within an inch of your life if you're on reality TV. And that's kind of what you do as a right-wing politician as well. So I guess that makes sense.
I guess so. Yeah, you're like always mining your own life for content and like shape-shifting in order to be like palatable to people.
Right. Like how much of my ass can I show for a profit today? Sort of situation. Yes. Yeah.
So best of luck to California. I'm happy to
I think he's not winning right from what I can tell, but I don't know.
There's no way, right?
I hope not. But I thought the same thing about Trump and Hillary, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, putting that together, that it's the Spencer Pratt that was that Spencer Pratt, really. And then the next one, it might be offensive to you, and it's protein in everything on God's green earth.
No, that's true. They do that too much. And it makes a lot of it taste like sandpaper.
Including but not limited to Pop-Tarts and soda. I don't need that. I don't need protein in either of those things, but I saw them both at the Walmart.
I had a protein Pop-Tart one time, and it actually tasted about the same. I got to be completely honest. I was surprised.
I believe that because Pop-Tarts are sort of like science material anyway, and like that's kind of what protein bars are. Like it's a hint of real food, but it's like mostly science in order to be a protein bar.
Yes, exactly. That makes sense. But
the soda, I don't think I saw soda in person. I heard an advertisement for it and was like, what if you're drinking a soda, go drink a smoothie, go drink a protein shake. They make these in that form.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. I don't, if there's a protein diet soda that could be good for me one day, but the problem is there's no way to put protein in something and make it 0 calorie. And when that happens, when somebody cracks that code, it's over.
That's impossible though, right?
It'll definitely probably be impossible. I think like the protein innately, I think has calories in it.
Yeah. It has to.
But if they crack the code, well, if they crack the code, it's probably going to give you like super cancer. But
definitely,
if they crack the code without doing that, I'm in. I will say it'll probably taste like ass though. That's the only thing.
Low calorie, high protein. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing is that like it's calories that you burn, but they burn differently because they're protein.
Yeah, you have to balance it. It's tricky when you're trying to build muscle and lose weight because you want to be in a deficit, but not too big of a deficit. So then you can have your protein intake and blah, blah, blah. And somebody even commented on our podcast last time being like the 1 pound or 1 gram per pound is honestly extreme overkill. Like you really don't have to worry about hitting that. Like even 70% is like really pushing it. And like, okay, that's good to know. So it doesn't have to be that insane. But no, it's interesting. There's like, I don't play too heavy with macros. I just try to like add a protein thing a couple of days on days where I work out and stuff. Like it's really not, if I watched, I don't even count calories. Like I just like eat whatever. And I try to hope that it balances out right. If I did that, I would just go insane. Like I can't math everything.
I mean, I was on MyFitnessPal in my early 20s, like with my mom, God bless, like both of us having eating disorders. It's not, and like, it's the same as Weight Watchers where like everything is a number and food isn't food. It's not fun. It just turns it into sort of like anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's exhausting. That is exhausting. And my friend has like a fitness calculator right now that's like a raccoon or something. But like that raccoon, it's like a little like pal thing, like the same thing. But that raccoon,
cute.
But the raccoon like straight up will basically whip out a gun if you like get a snack. It's like, that's interesting. It's like, yeah, we can have a cheat day today sometime. Like my friend got like a 70 calorie coffee and it was like, yeah, we can have a cheat day sometimes. And like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's 70 calories.
Wow. Yeah, no, I can't go back.
It's so
I was
stupid.
in those trenches. I won't go back to Nam.
Can't
Absolutely not.
I won't go back to Nam. Amen. That actually leads to my aging me if that works out.
Oh, absolutely. Please.
Which is I'm really exhausted on people analyzing Ariana Grande's body. I think we talked about it a little bit last episode, but man, it's only blown up since then. Like there's so many people posting full on video essays with quote unquote concern for younger girls. That's always, first of all, I need y'all to stop using the think of the children talking point because that is the most right-wing Republican talking point in the world. And we all know you're just using children to prove your point. We all know.
Right.
Nobody will say it to your face. We all know what you're doing, but they do that and they wanted to have genuine concern. But then the thumbnail is a triggering image of Ariana Grande edited to look even skinnier. So you're not doing anyone any good. And then like apparently I watched a YouTube video by the Swiftologist, and I recommend a lot of people watch this video. Swiftologist is a music critic / reviewer who's kind of picking up on TikTok and YouTube and like genuinely very well spoken, very good essayist. I think very good writer, great vocabulary use, very, very varying viewpoints. Like I genuinely respect what he does. He's not always right, but when he's right, he's right. And like, it's all subjective anyway, it's music, but he made a video this time being like, y'all are doing, what did he call it? He called it like concern trolling, I believe is what he called it. That's
that's a great way of saying it.
Literally like you're torturing this girl under the guise of I'm just concerned. Like Everything that
Right.
they're and he talks about how everything these people are doing are things that people that work psychologically and like with this kind of stuff have been begging them for years to stop doing about celebrities. And it's interesting because like he even brings up the point that like people use celebrities as kind of like a beta testing ground for how to treat other people later on.
Yeah.
Like they say these
good
things
point.
and they see if it's okay with the general public, and they're like, okay, now I can start saying these things about like people I know or people that I don't like or people on Twitter or things like that. Like they test the grounds. And so when you allow people to talk about these celebrities' bodies all the time, good or bad, you're allowing them to also talk about that to the next stranger down the street a few weeks from now when they're much more comfortable with doing this. And it's very fascinating. And like he talks about this one YouTube video, the same one that had that edited photo on the front of her looking super bony or whatever, talking about how people going to this concert are only encouraging, and they're going to watch a human zoo, and they're watching someone kill themselves on stage. You're like, that's literally not true. And you don't know her. You don't know her like that. Genuinely, I actually have a lot.
Don't know her.
I have friends that are like bone skinny that could beat me in a fight straight up. I'm sorry. That don't have an eating disorder, that are just naturally built, super duper thin, all this stuff. So we don't know if Ariana Grande actually feels like that. We don't know what she's going through. We don't know psychologically what she's going through. We don't know if she has a support system that's trying to help her, and she's trying to help herself, and she's just not talking about it to y'all because she doesn't owe y'all that. He also talks about that in that video essay about how we've gotten to this point with celebrities where they'll give us a hint of something and of like their personal lives. And instead of taking that little bit of personal life and like being happy that they were willing to share that with us, be like, well, now that you've given me that, that's not enough. I need everything. And so they want to know every single facet about these people's lives. They think they're owed it, first of all. And then it goes into this massive thing of them thinking that they get to know if Ariana Grande has, or deciding that Ariana Grande has a disordered eating or that she has this mental stuff going on and blah, blah, blah. And people go back to these times and they're showing her in her earlier concerts where they're like, this is when she was the peak healthy and blah, blah, blah. And she looked great here and all this other stuff.
God.
And then it's like, she literally at that time was constantly drunk because she dealt with the bombing of that concert. She dealt with the passing of her ex, Mac Miller. All this happened in a matter of like a year or two. And so she was she was in the studio, she was in the studio drunk as hell. She even said that herself. Like she wasn't healthy. She was on drugs. She was on alcohol. She was like doing anything to numb anything. And so of course her body's gonna react differently. She was probably on antidepressants too, which would explain, not she was probably on, that's kind of me being a hypocrite. There's a chance that she could have been on, there's a chance that she was on antidepressants or something, which could cause weight gain as well. Like that, there's so many facets that we don't know. All this is to say, we don't know. And so I think that it's just a matter of like, y'all need to mind your fucking business. Nobody minds their fucking business anymore. Also, that changing the Kim Kardashian rant to nobody wants to mind their fucking business anymore. Because meanwhile, all these people saying this stuff have probably nightmare lives. Like that's kind of the biggest thing too, is that these mouthy ass people are not doing shit to fix their own lives. They probably have a cheating boyfriend, or they probably have a kid that hates them, or they probably have a dog that doesn't want to live in that house because they're miserable to be around. Like all this shit that they're not fixing on their own, but they're willing to talk about all these celebrities. Like it's just it's disgusting.
It's just a proxy.
Nasty. Exactly. I get like maybe 5% of what celebrities deal with as a YouTuber, and it's like so small. I'm not complaining. I live a very cushy life, but like I get people that assume things that they know about me. They think that like I'll have people like I told you before, like people suggest like movies or videos or things like or games or things like that only because there's a gay person in it and nothing else. I'm like, is the game good? Like I am more than just that. I am more than just a gay person. Like that's like, I get that's the side of me that I'd share with you a little bit more, but like there's a lot more to me than that, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
And those people mean well. I don't mean to shame those people. Keep doing that. I don't mind that. But but that's all to say. It's like a lot of people have a tendency to see you as a caricaturized version of yourself. And like that's where they get this confidence to just spew shit. And it's exhausting.
Right. It is. It is. I listened to something about Ariana that was like, we're deflecting it onto her so that people don't say it about us. Or it's like,
yes,
like it's about bodies. It's about weight. It's about food. It's about like femininity and like being small or whatever. And it's like, people are scared that they're going to have to be skinny like the 90s or early 2000s again. And so they're like attacking Ariana because they don't want that to be the norm, or like they're scared that they're going to get. And it's just so much. It's just so much like psychoanalysis in it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
leave this person alone. You don't know her.
Right. It's like the weird thing is like these people are not minding their own business because they're afraid that a bunch of other people are not going to mind their own business.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it sounds like there's actually a solution that would really work for all of us, actually.
Right. Right. Yeah, but then, right, you want to be like on the right side of whatever moral argument is happening. So you like have to speak up and say something. Like,
that's the thing, though. Even if she had an eating disorder, eating disorders are not morally one way or the other. They just are a thing.
Right. And like, if you don't know that person, it's none of your business.
It is none of your business. Oh my God. Especially a place of concern. Like, you don't know them to even have a place of concern.
Right. Right. Did she?
But anyway,
did she have new music? Am I imagining that? Yeah, you told me about it last time. I haven't listened yet, though.
She has that new song coming. She has the new song "Hate That I Made You Love Me," which is really good. Which is another like shut the fuck up fans, which they didn't do. But her album is coming out very soon. I think in July, and so I'm very excited about that. I think it's gonna be good. I like this era. I like what she's doing, and her concert apparently is just phenomenal. The clips I've seen is just like so good. So good. Have
you seen? I am really not like a big concert goer.
Me
I
neither.
love to see small shows. I love like to see theater, but I can count on one hand the number of like arena shows I've been to in my life. And one was like with a whole bunch of dads seeing Ben Folds and Cake, but like in the 2010s, like long after they were the most popular. But anyway, have you seen the Daisy Chain Fields Festival that Olivia Rodrigo put together?
Yes, that's like all women, and it's to help. Like I think like all like extra proceeds go to a women's charity or something. Like that's really exciting.
Right. Tickets went on sale today, and I set an alarm, but I forgot about time. Well, I didn't know what time zone I would be in, so the alarm was for the wrong time. So I did miss the time, and now it's just like all waitlist. But the general admission is $265 also.
Oh Jesus!
So
we're really helping women. Okay, great.
Exactly that, and then also a flight to Los Angeles and like somewhere to stay in Irvine, California too. It's not even LA; it's in Irvine, which is crazy.
Oh, great.
Aspirational. Beautiful. Though. If anybody, we know has tickets or is going, let me go with you for free. Why not? Literally, why not?
I saw a tweet about this concert because somebody retweeted the poster, and in the poster, it's showing the lineup of who's singing, of course, and it has the band Garbage next to Cat's Eye, and somebody said, "Why is Cat's Eye performing twice?"
Damn.
However you want to feel about Cat's Eye, whatever. I like Cat's Eye, but I did think that was really funny.
That's very clever. That's clever.
Very clever. Very clever.
I love what we as a culture do with visuals and words. It's just we have our own hieroglyphs. It's really it's just neat.
It's fun. We all made it up. Let's have fun.
Yeah. Speaking of making something up.
Yeah.
It's time for
Depression Meal Mondays. Beautiful. Oh,
that wasn't the best.
I love our octaves. I love our octave differences. I think our vocal stacking is gorgeous.
Honestly, that's what I tried to do harmony, and I just decided an ugly octave is going to be better. That's
we love an uggo octave. I love it. Well, what did you have? What was depressing?
Oh, it's road trip snacks. And specifically, it's something that I opened in the car earlier today because I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I got this. I opened it and immediately the car smelled disgusting and I don't think I can have any of it. And it's Walmart brand beef jerky. Bad idea, Heather.
That'll do that.
Walmart brand good value beef jerky. I tried to cut some corners. The Walmart brand Cliff Bars, as I said last time, delish. Walmart brand mango, dried mango, also delish.
Good.
Walmart brand beef jerky. Disgust.
That'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not getting an Amber Alert on this call. Are you serious? My ear is dying. Jesus Christ. We're on a phone call doing this right now. But there was an Amber Alert that just like destroyed my ear.
Oh no.
In this headphone right now. I was like, well, I'm not helping with that then. Not that I could
You've
anyway.
ruined your chances of me helping with that, Amber
I
Alert.
haven't left my house in days. There's no way I could have helped. But yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
well, that sucks. I'm so sorry that you had a stinky food.
I'll figure it out. What's your depression meal?
My depression meal is because I had no option but to eat this for a meal for a while, because when I went on a plane back to Texas, I sat on that plane and then we got all seated, and then there was a delay. And so I ended up sitting on that plane for like 3 or 4 hours before it finally took off. And I wasn't allowed to leave, of course. And so I ate biscottis. I ate little plain biscottis for 4 hours. A meal. And they're good. To their credit, plain biscottis and Diet Coke. They hit, but I think, I was sitting there for about like 3 hours, maybe 2.5, but like 3 hours, I think, around on that plane before it took off. And it was even worse because, of course, everybody on a plane is now the main character of their travel day, which I guess makes sense. But they all decided to like just stand up in the aisle and chill out and stuff the whole time. And so there was just somebody like standing right next to me the whole time. And then, oh my God, Heather, when we almost took off, they were like, we just need everyone to get seated. And this guy in first class was just like digging around the luggage holder in the top for like a certain bag or something, or like moving his bag or something. I'm like, we've been here for 3 hours. You couldn't have grabbed this bag during those everyone's watching him.
No,
and he's just smiling, and he's just smiling away. Fuck that guy. I was so mad at him. I hate these people. I hate everyone that flies. I hate everyone that flies. That's not me or people I love. And I guess everybody is like that way about flights. But why is everyone bad at flying then if everyone's mad about it? If everyone is mad about everyone else being bad at flying, then how is everyone bad at flying? I don't get it.
That's what I think too. We're all in agreement that it's everyone else's first day at the airport.
Yes.
But then like somebody's doing it. Somebody's not in on it then.
Somebody's
if all
not
of us
in.
are feeling that way.
Like, are there people out there? Because everyone I've ever talked to, and I guess maybe I just surround myself with the right people, but I feel like everyone I've ever talked to is frustrated about how everyone else is bad at being in the airport. Are there people out there that talk about the airport blissfully? That are just like, yeah, no, it's great. I just do what I want to do and like at my own pace, and it's great. And everyone else seems to get done really fast, so I can just do whatever I want. I'm like, who is this person? I don't know. Anyway.
Right. Like they wouldn't be talking about it. It'd be like in one ear, out the other. They would never think to mention it again. They're like, exactly. That was a crazy day. Anyway.
Exactly. Anyway. Oh God, miserable. Anyway, well, truly who's our depression meal entry this week?
Well, I have a couple because we had some good ones this week. So I picked two to read.
Awesome.
And
in place of Q&A?
We have options. We have options for Q&A. There are a number of Q&A questions that are kind of the same question. And I thought we could take that as like a group answer.
Sure. I think that's good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Depression meal. This is from Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. Hey, divas. So many exclamation marks. We love. My depression meal was from this week while my abuela was in the hospital. I was there for about 5 hours every day, and one of them I got there at 2 and hadn't eaten lunch. So I went to the hospital cafeteria after hours and made myself a salad with lettuce and 5 spoonfuls of craisins. Hope your weeks are better than mine. And then the smiley face with a capital D, which is my favorite emoticon ever.
Oh my God, I love colon D. It's so good. I love that one, and I love the frowny face with the parentheses. It's like, it's so pathetic.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And it makes me so happy every time. I first of all hope your abuela is doing well. And then second of all, I get that. I think that, you know what actually is good though is a hospital cafeteria roll. I don't know what it is about them. They're like one day.
The same. Yeah. It's the same yeast roll that comes out of the freezer for like everywhere, you know?
And it's like one day past its expiration. And there's something about that slight grit to it that just makes it nice. I don't know. It's good. It is good. I agree. But craisins specifically also, I love the specificity of craisins. Like, why would they not just have raisins at this hospital and have craisins instead? Is that better for salads?
Yeah.
Okay.
People usually put craisins on a salad rather than a raisin.
I see. I'm nowhere near a salad aficionado. Surprise. But
this is where we're reaching across the aisle.
We're very much reaching across the aisle. Yeah.
Mingling right now.
Yeah, I'm having my Eat, Pray, Love right now about other people's craisins. Yeah.
Aw, and that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Respecting other people's cultures.
Thank you.
Yeah, craisins go in like chicken salad even.
Cute.
They can fuck around with some walnuts and like apple slices.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're in a salad bar usually. But I do find that there are lots of other. I wonder if there's craisins and you can get spoonfuls of them, it's probably a salad bar where you can get a lot of other things too. And I am surprised by the choice to just go lettuce craisins.
Mm-hmm.
So usually there's a lot of other stuff if you're going to get craisins.
Maybe that's all there was. Or maybe they wanted like an aesthetic sort of thing. Maybe like, I like bugs on leaves. That's like the aesthetic, you know?
Aww, it would be
it's
pretty.
Like yeah. Aesthetic.
There's a whole bunch of ants crawling around your lettuce.
Well, good on you, Diva. Thank you for your submission.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And we have one more.
Cool.
That the subject line has the music notes, Depression Meal Monday, all in caps. Of course.
Gorgeous.
We love. And then a whole bunch of caps, all caps letters. Hey, divas.
Hi, Diva.
Okay, so this one is from a month ago, but it was all caps. So depressing.
From who? Oh, is this the one from, I'm reading it right now too. Is this Pearl?
Yes. Yeah.
Hi, Pearl.
They didn't give us a like, sincerely XOXO. So we're just going to go with the given name, which sometimes is controversial because the given name does not, the Google display name does not match the chosen name. But Pearl, we're going out on a limb.
Introducing our new feature, Google Dead Name.
It's actually always been around, but people are really, the usage is through the roof now.
Through the roof.
Okay. Pearl, I assume. Okay, this one is from a month ago, but it was so depressing and the reactions were perfect. So I have to share it with my favorite podcast. Aww.
Thank you.
Does that mean you told other people about it as a depression meal to like practice and then you told us? That would be really cute.
As you should.
So I went to my local grocery store and picked up this packet of wonton wrappers. I think there were about 70. So I made egg rolls for dinner one night. Okay, chef. And still had about 60 wonton wrappers left over. So the next week after a long day, I didn't want to cook. So I ate the rest of the wonton wrappers. Crooked, like backslash emoticon. Another great emoticon.
Backslash, great one. Very like, well.
God, I love girl dinner.
God, I love girl dinner. That is girl dinner. Good for you. Girl dinner really.
That's really good.
I feel like depression meals walked so girl dinner could just like sprint. And I love what girl dinner is all about. It's all about snacking. And I think that's just because that's the best part of food is snacking. I could snack the rest of my life. That's all I'd love to just snack all the rest of my life. But
right. And then like maybe once a week or every 2 weeks, even like a big meal where I'm like uncomfortably full. And otherwise I'll snack. I'm totally good.
I think we'd thrive as cattle, you and I. Just snacking, grazing all day.
We do. Oh my gosh, we really would. Or like koalas just eating constant eucalyptus.
Oh, they do. Like they constantly eat it, right? That's crazy. But
before Q&A, I want to ask you a question. And that is, do you remember this one person from, I do not remember her name, but she was like a sensation on American Idol. And she was sort of like cuckoo bananas. She had a bob with bangs, like blondish, dirty blonde hair. And she said her catchphrase was, "Hey, whatever." Do you remember her?
No. Fuck. Hey, whatever. I love that though.
But she talked like this, and she really wasn't very good at singing. And when they said that she wasn't good at singing, she just looked at the camera and she goes, "Hey, whatever."
Oh, are you talking about the girl that? Oh, you're talking about the girl that sang "I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet" or whatever.
Maybe I don't. All I remember is "Hey, whatever." Yes.
Oh my God, that video is iconic. I do know what you're talking about, where she's genuinely great. I thought you meant this was something that went far, but she was like, a horrible, horrible singer. And then, she was like, I can't sing, but I got a great brand or whatever. And I'm like,
totally.
She was like trying to sell.
Hey, whatever. That is what the colon backslash emoticon is referring to.
That's what it's saying. That is absolutely, hey, whatever. That's exactly what it's saying. I love that so much. It's very womp womp.
Thank you for going on that journey with me. Yeah.
Oh God.
Exactly.
Well, Pearl, this is fantastic. I hope they were tasty at least. I feel like that's so light that it has to be like super refreshing feeling, even if you have 60.
Yeah. Right. There's nothing to them, really.
Nothing to them. That's like a calorie of wonton wrapper.
I would imagine. Incredible. Thank you for your submission. We're not.
We're not. But,
and if we were, that would also be okay, but I wouldn't be doing it with you.
No, I wouldn't be counting yours. I'd be counting mine.
Yeah, I think that covers all the bases. I think
we covered all of it. Yeah, we are. Let me check my phone really quick. Yeah, we're good. Okay, yeah, no, we're not on Twitter. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
Great. Phew.
Okay, phew.
Okay, so Q&A with Queer and Gay. I'm queer.
I'm gay, and we might have consorted. I don't know what the word is. We might have consorted with each other a little bit before starting because we were looking for a Q&A, and this leads us to our topic of conversation in this podcast, which is, y'all, we're not therapists.
So I'm counting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at least just in the last 2 months of all the same question.
Which is fine. Like, y'all don't know that the other people are asking this. Like, that's fair.
Of course. You aren't in this inbox. We are in this inbox.
No.
But we're noticing a trend, which is asking us, who are, yes, older, and yes, queer and gay, but strangers. Like, how do I be queer and be accepted by my community?
Specifically, usually a lot of times, like my parents or friend or sibling, and it's like we just
I moved to a new city. How do I be accepted in my new community? Yeah. I just came out. How do I get my teacher to accept me?
Yeah,
and bestie,
we can give generic advice every week, but I think we've done that enough times now that you know the general advice, which is you know you better than we know you. Take your time. Learn to enjoy yourself super confidently before you expect anybody else to. And then worst case scenario, just stick to your guns, keep your boundaries, and learn to be self-sufficient.
Beautiful.
And that is as far as we can go with it before you have to go to a licensed professional or a close family member who you trust, because we don't know you. So this is our gentle nudge to lightly suggest. And this is not to shame anybody who's asked this stuff, because obviously, like, it makes sense. When I was younger, I would. Yeah, a lot of these people are younger. I would do this too when I was younger, of thinking that these other people know all the answers, even if it's like specifically pertain to me things. So I don't blame anybody for asking these things.
But also, we just want to we're gonna be like your actual big siblings, and we're gonna tell you the truth, which is like, we can't tell you how to live your life and be accepted.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to your face and tell you I have everything figured out, because I absolutely don't. Yeah. And also, like, I live in New York and I was born in the 90s. That's very different from being born in the 2010s and living in Kansas, you know? Like,
yes.
There are people. The one addendum to your excellent generic advice, and that is, like, if you do want a community, you're gonna like disagree with people, and you're gonna not get along with people, and people are gonna be annoying, and you're maybe gonna have to like do a weird hobby in order to meet people. But like, if you do want an IRL community, you have to go outside. You have to like go be awkward and meet new people, and you have to like sometimes be around people you don't like, or people that you do like who do things that you don't like. And you sort of have to interface with that conflict kind of like all the time, because that's what it is to like live around other humans.
Absolutely.
But like, that's it. That's where the generic advice ends.
We've reached the end before we start giving advice that could be taken really, really wrong, or not line up well at all with what the person is asking, or like really breaking hearts because we gave the wrong advice because we thought that the situation was one way. Either. And it's not actually that way. So with all of that being said, this is just a gentle nudge suggestion for people that want to send Q&As in the future. If you've been thinking like, oh, that's too mild. Oh, that's too dumb. Oh, this doesn't really matter. Send that one. Send a lighthearted one. Send a lighthearted one. How do you what video games do you suggest to play? What should I tell my brother that keeps farting? Like what things?
What's your favorite bidet brand to use? Because I do have opinions about that. Y'all didn't even know because nobody's asked me.
But I would like this to. Oh wait, are you still there? My headphones just did a dumb thing. Are you good?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
Oh. It moved. Oh. Okay. Mine moved. Anyway, sorry. Paused for reflection for the audience. But yes. If you're thinking of a dumb little question, feel free to send that. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like a gay-centered thing sometimes. I know we called it Q&A with Queer and Gay, but we mostly did that because we like wordplay. That has nothing to do with the fact that it has to be a gay question.
And you know what? You just saying that out loud right now, that's the first time I've realized that maybe that was what was leading people to only ask us queer and gay questions.
So I guess it could be bad branding on our part that we did that part. So that's on us, and we own that. But now just know, you can ask whatever you want. Forward. Life advice,
henceforth,
dumb
hitherto.
Or otherwise. And just know, for the next few weeks, just because Heather and I are just kind of tired in general in life, if you ask something light, you have a better chance of being answered on the podcast.
Hey, that's
just
the truth.
Just letting you know. All light and love to everybody who's asked heavier things. It's just not really something that we can give full feedback to legally.
Not, well, our full feedback is like, talk to a licensed professional, talk to people who know you. And if there aren't people who know you, go meet people and like know yourself first and then introduce yourself to other people.
Right.
Because
otherwise we are going to start saying things like, I don't know, figure it out, girl.
I know. Or some buck wild shit like,
I
don't know, date them. It's probably going to be super dumb and messy and you might regret it, but whatever. You're 21, date them.
Figure it out.
See what happens.
Which honestly, not horrible advice when you're young. Like, I don't know. I learned a lot from bad dates.
That's kind of my generic advice too, is like, fuck around and find out.
Truly.
There's only so much planning you can do.
That is a good other generic advice is that a lot of people expect perfect execution of life, and that's never going to happen.
No. And I do fear that in this age of everything being recorded and only seeing the final take of everything, we think that that's how people are moving through the world, but obviously they're not. Like our friend Blake's professional quality videos are professional quality because you take a long time to write a script and record them and rehearse. And like, that's how they get that way. It's not that, I don't know, people aren't like waking up and first thing in the day being like, I'm just going to do everything right the first time today.
Oh my God,
like,
no. I've made so many editing mistakes and I've said wrong things like on streams and stuff before that I've learned from even. Like, it's just like, you gotta make your mistakes before you get better. It's just that I know that like culturally we don't really allow people to make mistakes anymore, which is annoying, but I've been trying to push back on that by being wrong more often, and that's good.
That's my activism, is saying buck wild shit and being wrong publicly.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Well, with all of that said, I think that covered our bases.
I think so. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for asking.
None of this is like us being mad that you sent these, obviously. It's genuinely just being like, we can't do anything.
I know. And happy Pride Month. And we do love you.
Yes.
Like,
light and love all around.
I'm giving you an older brother side hug and like a little smooch on the top of your head.
Side hug,
platonically.
Yes, absolutely.
And like messing up your hair. That's what I give to you. Mm-hmm. And you're strong and you're brave and you can do this.
Absolutely. Well, with all of that being said, I am Blake.
And I am queer. I mean, just kidding.
Oh my God, I did it again.
No.
Wait, no, it's actually fine right now, I think. Okay, that's fine. It hasn't stopped the microphone. We're good. It's because I keep playing with that stupid phone case, the cover case for the AirPods. Also, that's stupid. I'll talk about that aging one day. If I open the AirPods case, it makes the AirPods freak the fuck out. I don't get anyway. But
AirPods in general. That's why I've sworn them off.
I think I'm about to pull the plug on them. It's so stupid.
Get you some DeWalt's, Blake.
I'm telling you, I might. But Anyway,
wait, can I tell you a short story about these DeWalts? These DeWalts, I was cat sitting these two kittens. A kitten chewed through one of the earpieces. So they're like two danglers and they like go in your ears. A cat chewed off one of them. These headphones still work. The other side still works. The speaker still works. I'm using it with just one headphone.
Gorgeous.
They'll never die. They'll never
Built to
die.
last,
And when
baby.
when that headphone goes, I'll just use it as a Walkman around my neck.
Yep, that's the DeWalt difference.
That's the dual difference. Amen. Anyway, thanks for listening. Okay.
Awesome. Well, anyway, now I'm Blake.
And now I'm Heather.
And this was Keep Me Young. We'll hopefully be back in a week. Maybe if not, then deal with it for a little bit. I'm sorry.
You know what? We'll figure it out. Life is
we'll figure it out.
long.
We'll figure it out. We're going to be more consistent in the future, but also just know we're not going anywhere. That is the big thing to know. But please submit your Q&As and your depression meals to our email, keepmeyoung@gmail.com, keepmeyoungpod@gmail.com, and our Instagram @keepmeyoungpod in the DMs is also open. And in the comment section of our YouTube channel, we don't always reply, but we always read. So
we love to read them.
Yes. And with all of that, and then like and subscribe and 5 stars and all that good stuff. Thank you. Kisses.
Thanks. And tell us how pretty we are. Thanks.
That too. Thank you. And with all that being said, we leave you with this beautiful message, which is craisins
are
sometimes
used
to
replace
raisins. And that's your fact for today. There you go. You're welcome. You learned.
Bet you didn't know.
Science.
Bet you didn't know.
Baby. Science, baby. Anyway,
That's it.
With that, there's your science and goodbye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.